Hi Pisces, welcome to my channel. This is going to be your you and your you and them spread, you and your love interest spread for July 25th through August 1st. Please like, share, and subscribe, all that fun stuff with my channel. If you want a personal reading, you can go ahead and shoot me an email. It's in the description box. My email is elisemarietarot88@gmail.com. And Elise, remember, is spelled Eliise, because my mom likes to make things complicated. So there's two eyes in my name, just like there's two eyes on your face. Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into this. The first card that I pulled for you, Pisces, is the Five of Pentacles. I know most people really don't like this card because they consider it being left out in the cold card. Really what I'm getting from this card for you, Pisces, is more along the lines of your financial status is kind of affecting your relationships or affecting this particular relationship. I feel like it's almost a sense of, you know how people say, when I lose 10 pounds, then I'll be happy. Or once I make $100,000 this year, then I'll be happy. Or whatever it is that, whatever will happen in the future that you say will make you happy. I feel like this Five of Pentacles is kind of you going, okay, I will be ready for this relationship when I am financially secure, or when I've checked all these boxes or whatever. I feel like that's kind of what this is. I feel like this Five of Pentacles here is kind of saying that your identity is almost wrapped up in your financial situation, or maybe not just your financial situation. Maybe it's there's some kind of something. There's some kind of something. It doesn't have to necessarily be financial. It could be, maybe you're trying to reach some sort of goal. There is a goal that you are trying to reach that you feel like, in order to move forward in this situation here, you have to reach this goal first. Like, it's paramount in your mind for whatever reason that is. And I'm getting a lot of, money or job, or, maybe you need a nicer house or a bigger house or whatever it is that you're thinking. But there's an end goal here that's saying that when this happens, then you think you'll be ready for, whatever is to come. The next card that I have, this could also be, actually, now that I'm thinking about it too, for some of you, this is a spiritual thing. For some of you, this is a matter of it's almost like your pride. I feel like it's your pride getting in the way of things, or something along the lines of you don't like to ask for help. You don't like to be perceived as somebody that needs help, or to look like you're weak and can't do it yourself. There's something about that's what's putting something off. It's kind of like, yeah, I could ask for help, but I can also do it myself. It's just going to take longer, or whatever it is. I feel like this is, for some of you, that's the situation. And for some of you, you are feeling kind of outcast. Almost like something has gone on where you feel like there's an overhaul, almost in your friendships or in, your social circle or something. You're feeling some kind of slight, some kind of, people do say this is a left out in the cold card, and I feel it's kind of, it could be along those lines, or it could be along the lines of you feel like you and this person, whoever this other person is, you feel like it's kind of you against the world. Like the two of you, I don't know if you can see it in this card, but there's this woman here and this man here, and they're outside of this church. I kind of feel like they've been kicked, they're shunned from the church, or they're not able to go into the church, or they're too distracted to see that the church is right there, and they kind of feel like it's them against the world. So I do kind of get that feeling, but it's not in a positive, like, yeah, we're a great team, we could take on this world, or it's more along the lines of, oh my gosh, like, oh, poor us, it's us against the world. And I don't mean that in a pathetic way. We all have those moments for sure. That's not judgy at all. I'm just saying that that's kind of the energy that I'm feeling off of it. But for some of you, it is a financial matter too, where it's like, once I reach A, then I'll be able to focus on the other things that matter in my life, or something like that. The next card that I have for you here is the Two of Pentacles. So there is Earth here. So you could be dealing with an earth sign. The Two of Pentacles in this particular situation, I feel like is you trying to juggle that. And now that I look at it a little bit closer, it could be that you recognize that either you're, the amount of time that you're working or the amount of time that you're spending away trying to save this money, or the amount of headspace it's taking up for you, how much you're thinking about this, is forcing you to have to juggle the relationship a little bit, because the relationship's not in the forefront of your mind sometimes, when it should be, or when the other person feels like it should be. So there's an imbalance that you feel like you're juggling, and it's causing more stress rather than relieving stress, which that's why we want relationships, is to be able to relieve some stress. And so I feel like this is causing more stress for you because of whatever this energy is that you're feeling, or if it's a situation where it's kind of the two of you against the world. I feel like there's a juggling factor here where it's an imbalance. Like, it's maybe not the two of you against the world, or you feel like you are maybe doing more than the other person, or vice versa. They could be feeling that way too. But I feel like in a strictly financial sense, this card is saying that this balance hasn't been struck. It's the financial stuff is taking over. And it's taking over the relationship in a way. And so I feel like that's kind of hindering things for you. And it may not be a huge hindrance, but you're not advancing. The relationship, like this, the Four of Wands here, this is an elevation card. This is a promotion card. This is moving from casual to a relationship. So this is in your mind. It's something that you think about. It's something that you've maybe thought, well, maybe I should do that, but that's what this situation is. This is holding that up. This relationship isn't taking off because of this juggling going on. There could also be, I hate to say this, Pisces, but now that I'm looking at it, I have to say it. This Five of Pentacles could be somebody has been left out in the cold because somebody's juggling two people. So it could be you or the other person that is juggling two people and maybe are indecisive. And that is what's thwarting this moving forward, or this turning into a relationship. This Four of Wands card here, this is a future elevation kind of. It's, like I said, moving from a casual relationship to a committed relationship. This could be representing marriage even. It could be representing moving in together. So I feel like there's a hold up here on this, on the Four of Wands energy, and this is the hold up. I don't know if it's a third person, or if it's financial, or if it's an emotional thing, like you and them against the world kind of a feeling, but it's holding this up because somebody's feeling inadequate. In the case of a third person, your partner might be feeling inadequate. In the case of financially, it might be you that's feeling inadequate. So this energy is what I'm getting off of these cards for you. So then we go to the other person. And the other person, the first card that I have for them is the Ten of Swords. So they are really hurting. This hurts. This is somebody that really cares about you, like a lot. There are a lot of deep feelings here, and I feel like this person is really heartbroken, and almost like they had built up all these dreams about how things were going to be, and when it didn't turn out that way, it just shattered them. Like they really feel betrayed. They feel stabbed in the back. I mean, that's literally the imagery in the car. The guy's being stabbed in the back. So I feel like with this here, it's kind of along the lines of, and it may not be that you caused it, it's the situation that may have caused it, unless it's a third-party situation, then this is definitely something that they're feeling. And I don't mean to laugh, but in a third-party situation, this is like, for real, this is pretty much the first thing that you would think of when you see it. But I also feel like this could be because of this Four of Wands here. They want so badly to have this commitment with you, or this higher commitment with you, but because of whatever is holding that up, they feel heartbroken by it. And then the next card that I have for you is the Lover's card. So with this Lover's card here, this person really does feel like they really do feel like you're their true love, or they're in love with you. But now that I'm looking at this a little bit farther, it could be for some of you that this person over here has been in a situation before where they felt like this. They felt like the connection was a lover's connection, like almost like a soulmate connection, and they were so badly betrayed that this energy is thwarting them and keeping them from that. So you've got energy thwarting you on your side, and then they've got energy thwarting them on their side, because they're petrified. You know, they may have really deep feelings for you and feel like, holy shit, I'm going to go through this again, and I can't go through this again. I just can't do it again. So I feel like that is, for some of you, that's what's going on. But for others of you, especially in a third-party situation, if there is a third-party situation, they're heartbroken because they are truly in love with you, and they feel like they feel like you've betrayed them. Excuse me. They feel like you've betrayed them, or something about this situation has been a betrayal in their eyes. It's not necessarily just you, but it is kind of a feeling of this Lovers card here just shows me that they have so much passion and so much energy, like mind space energy, that's going in your direction. Like, you are on their mind all the time, but so is this heartbreak. So is this betrayal here. It's like, it's almost like I can almost see them like, stop, please stop, please stop. You know what I mean? It's kind of a feeling like that. But then the next card that I have for them is the Strength card. So you could be dealing with a Leo. You could be, I mean, there's air, Cancer's here, there's Earth here, there's Wands here. There's not a whole lot of, well, I can't say that. Never mind. So Leo is here, so there's fire energy here. This Strength card, though, I feel like this is an indication of this person, whoever this person is, they can calm the storm in you. I feel like a lot of you have this quiet storm that goes on inside, because the emotions are really heavy a lot of the time, and so there's this quiet storm for you, and I feel like that you recognize that this person can calm that storm, but I feel like they're not harnessing that power right now because of this Ten of Swords here. So I feel like you do recognize, especially because this is crossing right with, this is lined up right with this Four of Wands, the Strength card is. Also, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, but I feel like because of that, this lineup between the two of them, I really do feel like that you recognize that this is somebody that can complement you. They're kind of the yin to your yang. It's kind of like they can... sorry, that sounds funny, yin to your yang. But you know what I'm saying? Like, they complement you. Where you fall short, they can pick up they are strong. And so I feel like that is something that some of you are recognizing. I also feel like this is an indication, too, that this person has... like, they have a quiet strength about them. They have a diplomacy about them. Like, they recognize that it is through gentleness or gentle persuasion sometimes that things things happen. It's not like when I think of the Strength card especially, I think of, this woman is holding the chain around the lion's neck, but she's holding it really loosely. She's holding a whole lot of power in her hands, and she's in control of it. She's not, she is aware of what her power is, but the lion, the beast, is completely tame with her because he trusts her and she trusts him. So I feel like that is, that's something that you're recognizing too in this person, that there's something about them that calms the beast in you. Something about them that can quiet that storm in you. And then the last card that I have for you is the Chariot card. So it could be a Cancer. Chariot for me can also be Gemini. I don't know why. It's always kind of said Gemini to me too. So I feel like the Chariot, what I love about the Chariot is it's kind of the bringing together of opposing forces. And this lineup here with the Two of Pentacles on your side, the Lover's card on their side, and the Chariot, this could be that you're at a distance right now. It could be that you're away from each other right now. It could also be, though, that this balancing that's happening this balancing going on here, and the Chariot of bringing together opposing forces means that you might also recognize this Lover's connection here. That means that you could be thinking, I need to figure out how to balance this situation out so that I can go after this person. Like that, it could be part of your plan. You just haven't acted on it yet because you don't feel ready for that yet, or in the position that you want to be for it yet. But the other thing about the Chariot too is it could see how, I don't know if you can see it. I always do this to y'all. I'm sorry. But she doesn't have anything attached to the Sphinxes. One Sphinx is black, and they're kind of black and white. One is gold, one is black. And she's not even paying attention to where they're going because she knows that they're going the right direction. Like, she doesn't even have to worry about it. This is a pretty swift energy that is embodied with the Chariot card. So I do feel like with this lineup in the middle here, some of you might be feeling like, okay, I gotta do something about this because they're only going to be this strong for so long. Or, you know, after this, you know that they're hurting and you feel like you have to take some kind of action, or you might need to go to them. Chariot is a traveling card too. So like I said, some of you could be at a distance, but I do feel like there is this distinct feeling of bringing together opposing forces. So you recognize that whatever the dynamic is right now, it has created opposition between the two of you, and you want to bring that together so that the two of you are not opposing anymore. And like I said, with the yin-yang idea, this person is a perfect complement to your force, and their force are perfect complements to each other. So bringing those opposing forces together is nothing but positive. But I do feel like there is energy here that's holding that stuff up right now. So I'm going to go ahead and get one card to clarify the Chariot. Please clarify this Chariot card for the sign of Pisces for July 25th through August 1st, 2017. Please clarify this Chariot card for Pisces for July 25th through August 1st, 2017 for Pisces and their love interest. Please clarify this Chariot card. Okay, so the Chariot card is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Could also be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, another Pisces, or Scorpio. You could, I mean, all the signs are here for real. There's Gemini. But this Queen of Pentacles in particular, I feel like is saying this financial situation or the stability is lacking, and there's no home feeling yet. Like, you want to create a home. You want to create what is home, or that's your end goal. You're just not feeling that you are there right this minute. But the Chariot with the Queen of Pentacles is telling me that you can get there. It's not necessarily going to be easy, but you can get there. Their energy and your energy together, with those opposing forces coming together, you can get there. So it is possible. It's not, like I said, it may not happen in a short period of time right now, but I think it will happen. Unless, you know, like I said, unless something major were to come up, unless this third party is a deal breaker for somebody. If there's a third party situation, they have their free will to walk away from it, but I feel like that's not going to be very easy for them to walk away from either. So I do feel like the energy is pointing toward success in the relationship. So I hope that resonates with some of you, and please leave me a comment if it does, because I love to read what y'all have to say, and I will see you at the beginning of August.